Assalamu alaikum and greetings everyone and welcome to H Styles Out Loud. Here today I will be demonstrating the platinum wave mode on natural hair. I begin the service with a recommended shampoo and conditioner. After the shampoo and conditioner, we follow it up with a blow dry. Now that the hair has been blown out, I use my misting spray bottle to wet the sides just a little bit, just enough to give me some control. You want to make sure that the hair is damp, not soaking wet, because we have to remember her hair is natural. And it will revert back to its natural curl pattern, making the hair harder to wave. As you see here, the lower portion of her hair around her hairline is a little thinner and softer than the rest of her hair. Now let's go into the top. What I do here in the top is I part out a section right above the parietal ridge, going all the way back, right below the crown, and a few inches above the occipital bone, giving me room for free play during styling. People tend to believe that you can't wave natural hair. That's not true in all cases. Like this young lady here, I blow dry her hair first so I can straighten it out just a little bit. Following it up with my mist and spray bottle because I didn't want to spray water directly straight into the hair, just giving it a light mist to keep it damp. So from here, once I put the styling agents on it, it will give me a lot of control. Besides, I'm not looking for the perfect wave, that one that you might see with someone who has a relaxer. I'm just looking for the formation. Here I'm using a foaming pomade to rub on the hair. This is oil based, so underneath the mousse, it'll make the hair soft and keep it shiny, opposed to it being a little dry or flaky. I'm going to apply my mousse all around the hair on the sides. And as you see here, I am using a lot, and because her hair is natural, it's going to help me to build the waves and sit them on top of each other like I need them to be. Now that all your styling agents have been applied, we want to go around the head, making it as smooth and flat as possible. Now, let's get wavy, baby. We want to start waving the hair. It really doesn't matter where you start from, whether it be the middle or the sides, because they don't have to be aligned. They don't have to be neat and even, just as long as your waves have form. That's what's important. Now, as you continue to wave, you want to make sure that as you go along, using your finger, just apply a little bit of pressure on the wave once it's formed and comb out the hair that's underneath, like so. So now here comes the fun part. As you go around the hairline, using the rat tail end of your comb, you want to start trying to make little swirls or small formations around the neck. To keep that hairline nice and soft and free flowing. It actually looks really cute. Check this out. And these little waves, circles, and little curly cues that you see around the neckline, my teacher, the wave master herself, Miss Naja Aziz, happens to call them features. These features do just that. They feature the hairstyle. They give this hairstyle a look of softness, a sexiness that's absolutely amazing. As you can see here, these waves are not uniformed. There isn't any particular sequence. I'm just pretty much freestyling, not forgetting to add those features as I go along. Now that her waves are complete, we're going to move on to dryer time. Using the extra large rapid strips, I tie them around the hair, making sure that they're not too tight, just enough to hold the hair in place, because remember, her hair is natural. I normally only need to use about 2. Once the rapid strips are applied, she will be placed under the dryer for about 30 to 35 minutes. Once she's out of the dryer, it's time for her comb out. I comb the top section and that middle section to prepare it for the formation of the curls. Or should I say curls? Using about a dime size amount of Influences Thermosil, I rub my hands together, rub it around the hair, and throughout. This will give it that added shine that I need during my curling process. As I section out the hair, I'm going to spray some holding spray on there just to hold those curls in that middle area in place. I know you guys are probably thinking, wait a minute, where are the waves? She did all that waving for it to look like that. But we have to remember that hair has memory. And as I said before, it was all for the formation. As you can see here, I'm using my 1/2 inch flat irons, making forward and backward motions within the waves, giving them their shape. Now, remember I told you guys that hair has memory. Now, after I took out the dryer, you probably was saying, oh, wow, it looks messy. The waves are gone. But as you can see here, as I'm curling, they're falling right back in place. Well, you take a look at these curls. Look how soft and shiny they are. Look how soft and shiny these curls are. It almost gives the appearance of being relaxed, but we have to totally remember that she's natural. Now let's get into the top, which we call our free play area. I call it free play because you're pretty much able to freely do whatever you want and play in the top part of this hair. So let's go in and do some forward and backwards curls. Always, whatever direction you're going, if you're going forward, you want to make sure that you pull backwards first and then curl forward. Just gives you some shape. You'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. Now, will you guys take a look at these curls? I love the way this looks. Nice, soft, beautiful curls. Now that our curls are complete, I'm going to go in with a little bit of control paste in the top area and in our free play area to give it a little bit of lift and control, to move that hair around any way I want it to go to complete my style. I normally use the rat tail end of the comb to separate the curls, pull them out, separate them a little bit. Look at her. I guess she loves her hair, huh? Anyway, yeah, I use the rat tail end of the comb just to pull the curls out a little bit, to give it some height and a little bit more shape. As you guys saw in the beginning, I parted the hair going all the way around. Now look at this. As you can see, there's no part on the other side, but we all know that I parted it on both sides going around. This is what you're able to do if you just set your formation. Putting things in place the way you want them to be. So later you can go back and add little different designs and different accents to the hair the way you want it to be. So I decided to give her a part on the side. Using the stick I just used, I've tapped it around her edges so that I can give those customized curls around the sides some form. So here's our finished look. Soft, shiny, and wait, did we forget to mention that she's natural? Thanks you guys again for tuning into H Styles Out Loud for this beautiful platinum wave mold on natural hair. Keep styling and keep smiling. The end.